Alright guys, good evening, or welcome in. How's everyone doing today? The school year is over. I guess I was still tired from yesterday. I came home, showered, and then ended up taking a nap for like 4 hours. Alright, let's see here. Dragon, congrats on first. There we go. Alright, let's see. Made sure welcome in. Wasn't fast enough. No worries. Next time we'll get them. Kaizen, welcome in. Faith feels rigged sometimes. Did you not get anything, or did you get like Roy on the first pull? Finished an hour-long match. First thing I checked Twitch to see. So we just started streaming like 20 seconds ago. Yeah, this is a lot later than I was expecting to stream. But like I said, I woke up from the nap way later than I thought. Sparkle, welcome in. I'll be streaming. All right, make sure everyone follow Sparkle on Twitch or Twitch, TikTok. AM, welcome in as well. How you doing today? Decisions were made for sake of mental health. Wait, what's going? Wait, what happened? Bit the bullet and bought the crack ship game. Wait, what? Oh, Tomodachi Life. Also pulled red and blue on the Emblem banner. Because I only have Lucina, and the other units would be at least nice to have. Of course, when I get a 5-star, it's Lucina. Okay, so it is Tomodachi. I was right. Like I said, I think I still have space on, at least on the main. But we might also spend some time today kind of just cleaning up more of the barracks, like properly cleaning them up. 5 out of 6 chance of success and still failed. 5 out of 6 chance. This Faith feels rigged. Actually, let's welcome in. Are you winning? We just loaded up the game, so we'll find out once we start our polls. We'll do all our other polls that we have waiting for us for the week. Let me check how much space I have. Why did I click on Arena? How's it going? Can we get a shout out for the Actuaris? Let's see, I have plenty of space on my alts. Main has 3. Can we just clear a ton of space? Like if you had went live even 30 seconds earlier, I wouldn't have gotten first. Because you'd check Twitch and be like, oh, they're not on yet. 5 out of 6 of the units in red and blue would have been a new. Oh, I see. And the one you get is the one that was like you had already. Oh, I guess I have no space on my on my main. Oh well. Doing good. Good luck with polls. Did you get anything on the banner? Have you pulled yet? Type the and click the wrong thing. Everyone has the at the beginning of the name. Imagine the Tanuki. Let's should we pull first? I know I have like the sniffles, because like I said, sometimes I get the sniffles like when I just wake up from a nap. But I took a nap and then woke up and then I ate dinner, so I don't know. I still have the sniffles. Thanks for the shoutouts. I hate my rising sign. What do you mean rising sign? Is this astrology stuff or something? Yes. Oh, okay. Why do you hate it? Alright, let's see what banners we have waiting for us. And we'll check on the main What I have and don't have. This is Winter Cordelia? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have them. Yes. Pisces is a bit toxic. Well, I mean, you don't have to let your sign or astrology stuff kind of define you, because you can choose who you want to be. Do not have Ninja Tharja. Is this just Brave? Okay, so we'll go for Tharja. Okay, don't have Stella. Oh, Larson. Alright, so we are missing Self and Larson on this one. Let's see, to an extent. I can't choose to be rich. Why does your sign say you're supposed to be rich? To be fair, my Pisces rising is a bit accurate. A bit accurate, though. I mean, the thing with, like, astrology, I never really take too much stock in, like, all those predictions they might make or whatever. It's because the predictions are always vague enough where it's like, oh, anyone can kind of find a little bit of themselves in, like, this comment or this comment. This is Attuned Tharja. Water. Okay, we have the male Grima, but not the female. So we'll go for that one. Saying you can choose, you said you can choose who you want to be, and you can to an extent, but not fully. You can't just fully choose that I'm a millionaire. That doesn't make it a defining personality. You can basically act like a millionaire. But the amount of money you have is immaterial to your personality. Might amplify things, but... Okay, I don't have this structure right now. Don't have Bridal Lapis. I think we have this Emblem. Or maybe not. This is just regular. We might have Nell, though. I think I have Nell. What? I could have sworn I had this now. I'm gonna check the reserve barracks. It would be what you are, not who you are. Money can alter your personality. Power corrupts and wealth is very much a form of power. I don't know if it changes or can alter your personality. I think it just kind of like shows your true colors. So I do have the Nell. Do I have Emblem anywhere? So I thought I did. I could be wrong though. Maybe not. Okay, so that's all I have. I have the Nell. Then we have weekly revivals, have all these. Ooh. We got 2 rearmed and Chloe. With Chloe. Actually, do I have Chloe? On my main. No? Oh, I do. Just haven't leveled her up yet. Okay. You don't have Bridal Tiki? Is this the free Anna? Yes, but I have her. Alright, so here I have Anna and Flavia. Should we, let's do one more. Figure out. Emblem, not Emblem, right? Bridal? Okay, don't have them. Have Sophia and... Oops. And that's it. Let's do those pulls for now, and then I'll check more after I do the first banners. You define escapism. Coping mechanism where one seeks to forget things, so they look for distractions to focus on. I mean, a lot of people sometimes just need a distraction, you know? That's normal. Hopefully the Pisces thing explains how, like, what Wanderer. Wanderer has been growing on me ever since I first met them. Hey, I'm gonna be right back before we do our first pulls. I'm just gonna blow my nose because I don't know why this is like getting all stuffy. Be right back. Alright, let's do our first pulls here on the Hall of Forms banner, it looks like. So, let's see. I have everyone except Tharja. So we're pulling red. Now, they color share with Crom, but let's see what we get. Wish me luck. Oops. Right, red on the main, red on the iPad, and chat, pick a red on the 10. We have like 4 of them. We're hoping for whichever one. Well, I guess on that one, I don't know if I have Cordelia there or Robin, but we'll still go red for Tharja or Crom. Planning and gacha causes so much stress. I don't know how y'all handle free-to-play life by not having money. Is escapism really a bad thing though? Not necessarily. I think it's like one of those things where like everything else, everything in moderation. Yeah, Kaizen, like Kaizen says, in extremes yes, but in moderation no. Like yeah, that's a totally normal way to handle situations. You know, sometimes you just need a distraction. And that's what a lot of people like turn to video games for. Now, if you're doing it excessively, again, like I said, everything in moderation. Alright, no one's picking. I'm going to pick bottom left. Here we go. Let's see if we get Tharja on the main. Smoke everywhere. Let's see if we... Oh, man. Next banner. So here we have... We don't have Self or Larcy, so we'll go blue then green. I guess we're going green on the main. Let's go blue on the iPad, blue on the 10. Here we go, chat. Open for Self on the main, RC on the alts. Smoke only on the main. Oh man. We got Echidna, Corrin, and Nisha. Who is new on the 10? Also depends how you escape. Like, don't go over drinking as an escapism method or anything. Find an activity that poses no threat to your health and do that. Maybe video games or exercise. Yes. No threat to your health. Remember that, Kaizen. Have you been doing Stygian? Yes. We'll do some more today. I think I have some condensed resin because I did like nothing yesterday because I was too tired. So I have condensed resin. Here we're going for Carlos for Grima. Female Grima. The only one I don't have. Chat, pick a Carlos on the main. We'll go that one and that one on the alts. We have top or bottom right. Do as I see, not as I do. Hey, hey, hey. Walk the walk. Talk the talk. I don't see any records from you. Really? Okay, so that's weird because we did Stygian and then it said I had no time record on. We did the first two, then we had to go out. We had to back out for some reason, and then we went in and did the third one. But then it said I had no time, like no record on the first two, and we were like, and this was on stream too. Like you guys can check. We were like, huh? How come it says no record? We just did those, and yada yada yada. So we'll check again, but. All right, chat, pick top or bottom right. Which one? From what I researched, Pisces takes escapism to a whole nother level. Again, I mean, take anything like those like with a grain of salt. Let's see, my smoking is bad for my lungs, but it's legit. What I'm told to do by professionals, it helps with anxiety and sleep. I mean, there's other ways that, like, I'm sure that you could get those effects from it without the bad. Alright, no one's picking. Top or bottom right? Plus I don't want to be around at 40 anyway, so lung damage isn't an issue. Lung cancer's not pleasant. Sorry, but I can't take your advice. Sure you can. Bottom, thank you. Here we go. Alright, we got 4-star special on the 10. We got Elise, we got Rebecca. So my nieces and nephews graduate. After that, I'm willing to kick the bucket because being old. 40 is not old. We got leg yarn. Oh, that's the newer one, too. Oh, she's new. Plus defense. Lurkin. Hey, Destiny. Thank you for the lurk. We might have to clear space on the main again. Because I already know who I am. See, and that's good that you're able to kind of, like, figure out who you want to be. Oh, we have tickets on the main? By the way, P6 leaks are out there now, so be careful on the interwebs. Carlos again. We're just going to keep going Carlos because I don't have the female Grima. If we don't get Carlos, we'll go for, I guess, a tuned Tharja or a rearmed Noir. Not blue. There it is. Some character art and a release window. No Carlos, so we're gonna go green first. Alright, still hoping for Carlos for the female Grima. Let's see. Guys, this is about me liking astrology. Well, I figured that. Destiny says, also, me, Kaizen, and Weeb are utterly screwed. Because the Wuwa Cyberpunk collab is next patch. And they have a unique gacha currency. Oh, man. Love as much as gaming and art. I guess we're not getting this Grima today. I think we have one more ticket, right? One more. Yeah, I'm not into astrology. I am into astronomy. That's different, but I'm just hoping I get lucky on the collab banner. I'm fine. Hey, wait, welcome in. I just care about Rebecca, and she's free. Let's go. Check the group chat. Want to have Lucy in case future characters I want to play need her. All right, chat. This is the last ticket. Last chance for female Grima. Which one? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? Last one before we move on to the next banner. Top or bottom? So, top colorless or bottom colorless for the female Grima? Which one is it, chat? Anyone? Anyone? Whatever's closest to bottom left. Nancy, welcome in. We're not doing red. We're going for female Grima. Because the red is for Noir, but we already have her. Gonna stream for real this time? Okay. Guys, go follow Sparkle on TikTok. Read red shirts. Bottom blue. Actually, we're not going for blue because we also already have... That's for male Grima. We already have Grima. We have male Grima. We're going for female Grima, which is either of the colorless. So top or bottom. Guys, one's bottom right. Here we go. How's it going, Nancy? Welcome, welcome. We have smoke. Is this them on the last ticket? No, it's Klein. Alright, next banner. This one we have Nell, but that's it. So we're probably gonna go for the duo first, which is the Sharena. Then probably Lapis, then Emblem. So blue, red, colorless. Spend all your orbs. I don't have a lot of orbs as it is. So here we go. Blue, then red, then colorless. Tuesday JS camp is over, and I learned how to swing way better, and I learned some scales. I was practicing a group song called, oh, In the Mood. Everyone knows In the Mood. It's like the most overplayed song in jazz history. So you have none for New Leg Yarn in June. Oh, well, I'll be fine. There's a lot of stuff I have to play through still and farm some orbs. Come back home on June 8th. Perfect. That's like right before Marching Man. Didn't know what In the Mood was. Have you ever seen like any TV show or movie that has like jazz playing in the background? It's probably In the Mood. Actually, one of the first ones that comes to mind when I think of like how overplayed it is. I think it's played in the hotel when they're. You guys ever watch the remake version of The Parent Trap, the one with like Lindsay Lohan? I'm pretty sure it plays when they're in the hotel and shenanigans are afoot. All right, so we said we're going blue. We did not get a single blue on any of these circles. So, all right, red for Lapis or Carlos for Embla. Question chat. Who was the Nemote? Was it Nell? I think it was Nell because I have Nell. I'm fairly certain she was 4-star. It was Nell. Okay, so Lapis and Embla were both 5-star locked. I want to go Lapis. Would you guys go for Lapis or would you guys go for Embla? But although let's be honest, at this point, guys, I'm probably going to level them up to 40, see their level 40 conversation, and like never use them again. Breakfast, I had chocolate chip waffles. Let's go. Nutella. I've never had Nutella. Strawberries lunch. Oh, Nutella and strawberries. Lunch, I had. See, guys, punctuation. There's not a single comma or period in Nancy's sentence there. I had pizza with carrots and a Propel with ranch and dinner. Propel with ranch. And dinner I ordered at McDonald's. I almost heard that as MC McDonald's. Get Lapis. She's the most fun. I get Lapis because I like Lapis. I mean, yeah, I like Lapis more too. I just didn't know if like Emblem was much better, I think. Okay, we're going to go red. Let's go red, red, red. I can't believe we got no blues. Smoke on the main and the iPad. Wait, it was on the 10 too? Probably. But nothing here. Is that Marita? We got Tiki, we got Corin, and we got Marita. But like OG Marita. I love McDonald's. I order medium fries with 20-piece nuggets and buffalo sauce and a Diet Coke, Coca-Cola. I was actually just talking to one of my coworkers today about how cheap McDonald's is like everywhere else, including including Japan. Like the amount of food you can get for like less than $9 is ridiculous.
What the fey?
What the fey? How's it going, Daito? Welcome, welcome. All right, so no Lapis, no Sharena. Oh, we have to make space again. Rise Up Emblem of Binding. I saw. Congratulations on getting Roy. How many pulls did it take you? It's good food, but is it the healthiest? Probably not. Not in America. But go anywhere else, and they have stricter food laws as to like what constitutes as safe to put in foods. All right, weekly revivals. We have all these. We'll go for Lynn. Here we go. Pretty early also. 6 pulls. Let's go. See, that's the kind of early we need. Hope P5X and Anniversary gives a ton of free summons. Tomorrow for dinner, I might order Chipotle. Chipotle is a good choice. My go-tos at like when I'm like at work or leaving work or whatever are just the stuff that's nearby. So like, and probably most often of those, let's see. I think Portillo's is the one I go to most often. Then Chipotle. Then a Culver's. There's a B-Dubs to go near work as well. I haven't gone to that as much, but I might start doing that more often because it's actually closer than all the others. There is a Little Caesars, but only if I get something from there, it's only the Crazy Puffs because I don't really like their pizzas. But yeah, probably the ones I go to most are the Portillo's, the Chipotle, Culver's, and now I'll probably start adding the Buffalo Wild Wings B-Dubs to go to my rotation. The other stuff that's nearby that I occasionally go to are like, actually no, I haven't really gone to that. So like, there's a McDonald's down the street. That's the one I went to. I first went there when they had the Genshin collab like years ago, and then because I don't go to McDonald's often, and then I went there a lot when they had the K-pop Demon Hunters collab. And then I think a few like a block or so away from there is a Taco Bell. I've only ever been to that one twice. First time being during COVID, because I didn't want to eat at work. So I was like, I'll find something and just eat somewhere in my car. The early in need, but is the early you'll get? But is it the? Oh, I see what you're saying. Gonna keep pulling in case Lucina wants to join us too. I have to double check because I don't think I have Emblem Lucina. Maybe Subway. I stopped eating at Subway once it was kind of revealed that most of the meat in their sandwiches is like not meat. And I'm like, what? What is it? Bed is so uncomfy. Time to get a new bed. Have you guys rotated and flipped your mattresses lately? I probably should do that soon. You have to rotate it 180 degrees and then also flip it from time to time. But I can't go get food. My entire family is not on island. Can you like order in? Blanket from home makes it better. Miss my house. Right now I'm binging Takis and apple juice. I've never had a Taki. I didn't even know what they were until a couple years ago. They must be newer. I don't know. Love Subway. I get every kind of cheese and some bacon on Italian. What was my go-to? Like when I went to college, so because it was a Subway like literally a 5-minute walk from my dorm. I'm in the dorm room. Yeah, like there was a Subway like really. It's like a 5-minute. Actually, might have been even shorter of a walk. So I went there often. So when I first started going there a lot, it was they had a chicken parmesan sandwich, but it was like a limited time thing. So once that was gone, I was like, oh man. But then I started getting the Subway melt, which I think is, what is the Subway melt? It might be, I think it's turkey, ham, and bacon. I think guac was in there too, maybe. I could order food if I wanted to pay $50 plus in delivery fees. Why are delivery fees so much for you? Duocatria is getting refined. Oh, nice. What I missed? Not too much. We were just doing all our like weekly revival polls, making our way to the new Emblem Roy banner. Daito got the Roy though. Doesn't she have one already? Oh. And why everything costs your kidney to purchase? Just beat 007 First Light. I saw someone streaming that yesterday because I was watching Sincerely Lynn. She's getting close to the end of Radiant Dawn, but then she raided someone because I was like super late and I was like, I need to get to sleep because remember yesterday I was tired from having pulled the all-nighter the night before. So I just left the stream on to leave a lurk for them, and when I woke up, they were on 007 First Light. No, someone else. They raided someone else, and that person was on 007 First Light. When Emblem Roy says, "It's so nice seeing father and mother are doing fine," I can't help but think, say the name. Who is it? 3 big bags for Taki. At least that's bags. For Taki's 2 boxes. Yes, commas. And Oxford comma. 2 boxes of cheese, and it's. I'm just gonna read it like how it says. I have 3 big bags for Takis, 2 boxes of cheese, it's 2 cases of apple juice, and 3 cases of water. I'm like sucked, and I have Nutella and bread and some cup of noodles. That's how it reads when there's no commas, guys. Punctuation. I have a microwave in here. Yeah, that's most dorms do. Like just a quesadilla and some nacho fries from Taco Bell is $20. Is that just the food, and then like how much would be delivery on top of that? Was your last day of teaching before summer break? Oh, it was fantastic. I didn't have to do any teaching because Fridays I don't normally have any classes. Okay, we will use punctuation after every word. You know what that sounds like? You know who that sounds like? The older... Actually, is Kirok lurking yet? Kirok would know exactly who I'm talking about. Because... They see, Boshak knows. Boshak knows. It's William Shatner. Sounds like Captain Kirk. Nice job, Boshak. See, no, that $20 is if I walk there and buy in person. Okay. My back hurts because of this bed thing. Or bed, but I got a TV in here. Most dorm rooms do. Is the concept of dorms new to you? LEVR, welcome in. How you doing today? Can use punctuation, but I don't feel like it. Well, I should have a thing where I... Ooh, maybe I should start timing out if there's like no punctuation after like 5 lines of text. Let's see. If I want to deliver, it would probably be $60. Is that with the food included, or is that $60 on top of that? Because I haven't lived in a dorm room before. Today's my last day in my school district. Last day in my district. Oh, that's okay. Time for new friends to be made. But remember, you can also keep in touch with all your other friends. Then I'm gonna get timed out because I timed out a lot because I forget. $20 for food and $40 for all the fees Uber Eats ads. Should add a sound order that says grammar and punctual police. Punctual police or punctuation police? Alright, so we have Dimitri on blue, Edelgard on green, colorless Claude. I'll be honest, I think I'm gonna go green because that's the only one I actually use. Alright, here we go. Watch your streams every day still. Awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
What the Fae?
What the Fae? We just got Meliai, who I don't have. I didn't even realize she was in the general pool. What? What? My name, the name's Meliai. Oh, you mean my true name? Only my father needs to use that. I'm gonna guess it's Ash. Ooh, not Edelgard, send her home. You got Meliai. If when I was in Seattle, I had to pay the $90 to get the pizza and breadsticks delivered to my hotel. Thank you for the period at the end of the sentence. So I'm gonna make a couple noodles. Okay. Question, chat. Because a friend of mine recently, like, they made like an Instagram reel, that they made some ramen for dinner. But then I'm looking at this bowl of food. I'm like, where's the ramen? For you guys, is the ramen the noodles, or is it like a dish that absolutely includes noodles, or can it be like everything that you would expect with a ramen, but no noodles? Does that count as ramen? It's just a regular unit, not even ascended. Okay. Well, I got her. She's new. I didn't have her before. She is plus defense, minus res. Not the best, but not awful. Is that a rare character? She's 5-star locked, but she's not rare. She's like in like a we call the general pool of characters, which you can get at any time. Now the chances of getting any one particular character is very low, but especially getting her on this particular banner. But she's not in like a limited pool where they only show up on certain banners or certain seasons. Not really. Not rare, just memorable. Yeah. The noodles. Ramen's a flavor of noodles. I mean, but that flavor is based on the noodles, right? Ramen with no noodles is just seasoning and toppings. See, that's what I thought. And I'm like, where is the ramen? Ramen is the original Mr. Noodle before used... Wait, what? Before used for Elmo? Wait, I forgot to bring lemons. Do you typically bring lemons? Alright, we got Meliai. I think that's probably better than, what are these even called? Is it just, time skip? It's not like a special unit or anything like that, right? Or no, these are Brave Heroes, aren't they? This is Brave Hero Guard. I think. It's like Cosmo's recipe for bread-free toast. I brought a lemon to band camp. That's what am I typing right now. The lack of punctuation. I need to convince my coworker that we need to start going away to band camp again, like we used to. But it's probably gonna be a hard sell because I think they like staying close to their family. Not even for a few days away. Take that back. It's not better than my Goat Edelgard. Yes, but that's Brave Edelgard. We have plenty of them. She might even be close to +10 at this point. But Meliai was new. Hopefully you've seen that meme. I don't know if I've seen that meme, but that sounds like oh, you know what, actually? Wait. So this is a question on punctuation again. When you say Cosmo's recipe, who or what are you talking about? Because in my mind, I read that as Cosmo apostrophe S, and not like Cosmos or something else. I read that as the character from Seinfeld. And I'm like, that's totally something he would do. There's an orchestra at my new. Oh, hey, let's go. See, a lot of schools, actually, almost every school, like has like a band program because that's more common. And very few schools have an actual orchestra. So it's cool when schools offer orchestra. Now, a lot of times, because obviously, like parents and kids, for obviously they have limited time and limited money and resources. Sometimes they only have to pick. They can only pick one of the two. But it's good when a school district allows you. If you really want to try both, you can do both. No, it's not that. What? Wait. Who is it then? Who is it? But yeah, there was a character on Seinfeld called Cosmo Kramer, which is weird. That's why I was like wondering, like, wait a second. I've never heard or haven't heard a lot of people refer to them as Cosmo because that's their first name, but their last name is Kramer, and a lot of people just refer to him by Kramer. But in my mind, I was like, that's totally something he would do. Breadless toast. This Cosmo has green hair. Cosmo has green hair. Who are we talking about then? I don't know who we're talking about. I thought it was Cosmo Kramer. Because that is totally something he would do. He'd be like, I just came up with this great idea, Jerry. And Jerry's like, what idea, Kramer? Fairly Odd Parents. Okay. Ooh, wait, it's the double rearmed banner, guys. But both of these are old. I think Ophelia's older than the Gongloats. And then we just have a random Chloe here. But luckily we already got her. So we're probably going to go... Should I go for Ophelia or Gongloats for the rearmed? It's either red or green. But again, they are pretty old rearmed heroes. Tried for Chloe merge. I have Chloe. You only got colorless. No! That's the one color there is no focus. You found lemons? Hey, when you find lemons, make a lemon. Actually, I had a lemonade today. So guys, because like today was the last day of school at one of the schools I teach at, and then after that after we dismissed all the kids, all the staff, because for that school it's a much smaller staff. It's only like what 20 people, versus like my other schools where there's like 400 staff. Like I say, FEH is rigged. But yeah, we went out and because again I mostly only drink water. But when I got there, I was like, because like a coworker was like, "Hey, I'm going up to the bar. You want anything?" And I was like, "I'll take a watered down lemonade." So I was like, "Oh, that sounds refreshing." All right, chat. So red or green? Do we want Ophelia or Gongloats? What do you guys want? Phase rigged. If you think it knows what you're thinking. If you say it out loud on stream, it absolutely knows and rigs the game for you. All right, no one's picking. We're going red, red, red. Here we go. Ophelia, please. I really hope they remake Awakening at some point on like Switch 2 or Switch 3, and then we get like an epilogue or DLC thing where it's like Ophelia and her father get to travel back to Elise and see where her origins are and like her brand. Simblupa, welcome in. Fire Emblem Awakening needs more. Kill them all. But yeah, no, just because like Faye has hinted at, or wait, no, it was Fates. Fates hinted at her. Well, no, it didn't hint. It literally said, like, her brand appeared. And then they were like, "What does this mean, Father?" And he's like, "I'll tell you someday." I'm convinced it knows if you have a high merge of a unit. It tries to not give you that color stone when they're on a rate up. So I'm going to join band to do either trombone or clarinet. Both good options. I think clarinet is better, but that's just me. I might be a little bit biased. When's Marching Band first rehearsal? June 9th. June 9th. And like I said, we already have the oh, we got Shannon on my iPad. Was he always that ripped? I don't remember that. Plus HP minus attack. So aside from the melee, we've gotten nothing on my main. Alright, so this one I have the Anna and the Flavia. We're probably going to go for the duo Bridal TE first. If we don't get Carlos, we'll go blue for Sayri. So Carlos, then blue. Here we go. Sorry, Gundam does that to me. Welcome in, Simblupa. No, I just want to be able to see Ophelia visit her, like, her father's homeland. Because she was asking about her brand. And, yeah, because she got it, her father got it, and then her grandmother, it never showed up for her, so she was worried. And then so when her son, aka Ophelia's father, ended up getting his brand, she, Lissa, was so happy that she was crying of joy. Can't you have Ophelia talk to Chrom in the DLC? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever tried that. You can play... if I remember. If I remember, you can play a map that has Chrom and you can bring Ophelia. So theoretically, I guess you could. I don't know if I've tried that and if you're actually able to talk. Clarinet's the right option. I might go to clarinet because I'm used to recorders. Yeah, I mean, you can try out both and see what you like. Trombone's different because you have to use a slide, so you don't make different notes by a combination of fingers. You slide to different positions, and you have to be... So there's 7 positions on trombone. The 7th position is really far, and even when I had to play trombone for a semester in college, it's really far. I could reach it, and a lot of people like because will comment like, "Oh, unless you have really long arms." I don't have really long arms, but I was able to reach it. But even then, I would be able to get it out to 7th position, and I would only get like at my furthest extension of my arm, I would only have like my fingertips on it. Like it would be like just like almost like pushing into the position. But then I have to bring it back into the other position. So I could reach it, but barely. Clarinet's better unless you're a Crush plays trombone, then tech with clarinet. Is that a reference to what did I tell you guys the saxophone story? Is this why we're talking about this? Don't have a crush. I was making fun of Tanuki. Okay, so yeah, so Kaizen knows. Hope Fortune's Wave is darker than Three Houses. We'll see. We'll see. Speaking of darker, I was actually listening to one of the best songs from the Disney Animation Studios film library or film canon ever. But have you guys watched Hunchback of Notre Dame? There's a song in that one called Hellfire, and it's like amazing. It's also very dark and very kind of creepy in a way, but it's such a good song. It's like the darkest song that Disney has ever made. Actually, bass clarinet's the correct option. What the fey? Since it needs more kill 'em all genre. Three Houses has multiple genocides. That's already pretty dark. It's not that dark for Fire Emblem standards. Let's put it that way. Thank you for the redeem. All right, who do we say we're going for on this one? We said we're going for Carlos first, and then blue if we don't get that. So we have Carlos on everyone. Let's see if we get Bridal Tiki. Because we don't have them. We have Smoke on the alt, not the main. Unfortunately, we just got a 3-star Jacob. And 2 4-star Setsunas. They need to give us a new Setsuna. Make more space. First instrument I play is regular clarinet. It's because I got 4 octaves. Oops, almost got rid of the melody eye. Used to have a bigger mouthpiece. I think that Genocide is darker than the Child Hunts. Was this the last one I checked? Yes. So before we start pulling on the others, let's check the remaining banners here. Easiest is bass. Wait till you try an E-flat clarinet, which has even smaller of a mouthpiece. So are my school's merchandise. Hey, I am wearing a University of Illinois alumni shirt. Actually, today I was wearing an Illinois polo as well. I didn't even think about that. That was totally just like... It's not like I have a ton of U of I like clothes and apparel. I have an orange polo, I have a blue polo, and I have this alumni shirt. And that might, and then I have a winter jacket. That might be it. Hard to be worse than Genocide. That's true. I want to try playing it for Sleigh Ride. Been begging Cozy to play it. Basically, the only thing is Omnicide. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna go for... On this banner, we only have Sophia. So we're probably gonna go for the duo, which is green. If not, then we'll go green... sorry, green, blue, red on that one. After that banner... New Heroes Return. There's a whole bunch of them. Let me search. Which Alicia is this? This is like a newer one. Oh, the duo. We might go for that one. And then we have... Oh, it's Ryoma. A tuned Ryoma. You see that, Simlupa? A tuned Ryoma. We do not have them. We have rearmed Hinoka. And rearmed Nell. I think I have that Nell. Oops. How are there so many non-blue Hinoka? Right, so I do have the Nell. Green, attuned Leaf, and rearmed Lysithia. So we're missing both reds, both greens, one blue. I doubt I have them. Yeah, I don't have them. And then this is the aided, right? Yunaka's here. I got them. Okay. So I am missing both reds and both greens. We're probably going to go for the red, then the green. Want to start practicing? You can always practice. Oh, do you have your stuff with you? So does marching music come out soon? We have movement 1, at least for winds and choir. The problem is I have to go through and double check for mistakes because I definitely already found some where the our arranger is a fantastic arrangement. but they forgot some accidentals, so some of the chords sounded weird. I'm like, wait a second, that can't be right. I went in, because we had to change. So the original version of the song, so it's the Natland theme, for those who don't know. The original version of the song has 7 different keys, like 6 key changes. And we were like, yeah, we need to simplify that for the band. Otherwise, we're going to be practicing till like next year. So we still have a lot of key changes in there. But rather than having it as written as 7 different keys, we were like, okay, why don't we just like write it as modulation in like fewer keys? So we were, and the arranger was like, yeah, that makes way more sense to simplify it. Because again, the key changes, they don't actually sound like key changes because it flows very naturally. So yeah, it modulates in fewer key changes. The problem is he forgot a lot of the accidentals. So I feel like, oh, that shouldn't be a G natural. That should be a G sharp. Stuff like that. So I have to go through and kind of fix those mistakes, and then put in the lyrics for the choir, and then we will get that out to you. So if you guys have Beam, we already registered for Beam for the new year, so you shouldn't need, and your account should automatically like transfer into the new one, so you shouldn't have to change anything. So if you have access to Beam, it'll already start showing up in there once it's ready to go. One thing is Omnicide, which is an extinction of all life. I want to start practicing. I need to practice Gently Sleep for my new school on recorder, because we do recorders there, and I forgot how to play Gently Sleep. Luckily, that's not too hard. AKA the confirmed canon fate of Pokemon World. Is it though? Because I feel like the Pokemon franchise just all the time just kind of like contradicts itself and like gives different branches of timelines and something. So why that were the villain in Pokemon Violet, because the doom of all, and cause the doom of all organic life. Will the Genshin performance be uploaded to your YouTube channel so we can see it? Probably not to my YouTube channel. Although actually that would be a good idea if I can somehow. Mostly just for the new subscribers and the views. Maybe I'll do that instead, because we have a Stag Marching YouTube channel, but maybe I'll do that. You know how if you post on Instagram, you can post something as if it's like by both people. Like if it includes multiple people, you can. It's not really tagging them, but you're kind of tagging them. But then it shows up as if being from both of your accounts. Can you do that with YouTube? I doubt it, right? Brought my bass clarinet and tenor sax. That's it? Still practice a ton. Oh, still practice Tron. Is the warm-up, etc. Oh, it's the same warm-up as always as before. Although, okay. Yeah, the warm-up packet, let's put it that way, is the same as before. Let's see. Exercise the same. The warm-up packet exercises will be the same. However, the whatchamacallit. But like the fundamentals routine, like when we're like marching on the field, that might be different because we usually wait to see what the drill is like and be like, okay, we got to teach the kids this and this and this and this, and then we want to usually make a fundamentals what is it called again? Like basics block, but like the thing where we have you guys like memorize these instructions. We usually base it off what you need to learn for the show, so we'll see. We can't get it right. My recorder is squeaky. I mean, there's only a couple of reasons your recorder might be squeaking. It's not the recorder. Exercise the same. Bio established that the future organic life is extinct. The Paradox Pokemon are AI that could have had information. That's what happened, so we could try to stop it. But we, as the player, destroy it, thus preventing the only means of preventing the end of all life. But see, here's the thing. I feel like, and I know you haven't played it yet, I feel like Pokopia hints at a future that contradicts Violet. Okay, because I come into my dorm room at 7 p.m. and I can play until 9 p.m. Then it has to go quiet. Yeah. Cleaning it tomorrow. It's totally not me blowing into it hard in class. Huh. Alright. So let me recap here. Let's see. We're going for Roy, Lilina, Cecilia. Then we're going for red, then green. If we don't get those, we'll go for one of the others. Probably the blue for Hinoka, and then the colorless for Lynn. This one, Oops. Did you? We have him. Okay. Alright, wait. Byleth. Okay. I just want to make sure the name is going by what I assume it to be. We have them. Okay. Lear. No one look. It's engaged spoilers. We don't have them. Oh well. Actually, hold on. Nope. Don't have them. Okay. And then I think did we get Lena? I think we got Lena recently. I don't know if it was on the main though. Nope, don't have them. Okay, so we are missing Green and Carlos. I'll probably go for the Alear first. Well, I don't know. Chat, who'd you go for here, Alear or Lena? Because usually whenever I go up against a fallen Lena, like it's ridiculous. I get taken out, no problem. Wasn't Pokopia confirmed to be not canon? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure Pokemon Company's gonna go, oh, it's not canon to this timeline. Don't know how it ends. Watch you play it. But if it's not canon, then it doesn't matter. Alear is way cooler. I'm not disagreeing with that. But like, I feel like Lena has like utterly destroyed every team I put up against her. Like she single-handedly does. She 2 timelines of Pokemon. How sure are we that there are only 2? Is it 2 and only 2, or is it at least 2? Let's explain in Auras. See, it could have changed since then. They could have changed their minds since then. Alright, then we have Sigurd and Quan's battle. I should have everyone here. These are very old characters. And then we have... Oh, wait, then we got pulled on that one. And then that one. And then we have the Emblem Roy. Yeah, I can't go too hard. We might just do a full circle, and that's it. If there are no reds on that first circle, then maybe we also do another circle where we go just reds. But I think that's what we'll probably do on that one. All right, shall we pull? Try and get that Roy and Elowood duo. Here we go, chat. Wish me luck. What was that? There was a game that I was thinking recently that's either on DS or 3DS that I was thinking, I want to stream this. It had to have been a game I've played before. I just can't remember what it was. I was literally thinking about it like yesterday or the day before. By the way, the fate of the Shovel Knight studio depends on the sales of a game that combines my least favorite Zelda games with Dark Souls. So a game I have no interest in playing myself. You can just buy it. There are a lot of games I've bought but I haven't played. We call that our backlog. You know, the Hollower is inspired by the Oracle games, which with Dark Souls tossed in. I still have yet to actually play the Oracle games. Maybe that's when I stream. Because I have both on my 3DS. That's one of the ones I bought on the 3DS eShop. I'm still so mad at myself. Because, like, when you guys, I remember when the eShop was ending, we were focused on, like, prepping our Fates and Awakening and Echoes save files and stuff like that for not being able to download stuff in the future. But I'm still mad that I overlooked and never ended up getting Pokemon Crystal on the 3DS eShop. And I'm like, oh, no, I'll never be able to get that Celebi, which you can also get shiny, apparently. If it doesn't sell well, the studio would close. The Oracle games is a neat concept, but bad games. I still want to play them just to play them. Because at this point, I think I've played every console Zelda. Although, for the life of me, I can't remember if I finished Zelda 2. And actually, for a while, I didn't remember that I finished Zelda 1 until I replayed it, thinking, oh, this is the first time I'm finishing it. And I finished it, and I'm like, wait a second, I've played that before. Like, that boss fight before. So yeah, I finished Zelda 1. I don't remember if I finished Zelda 2. But the handheld games, I haven't played the Oracle games. Oh, wait, that's a lie. I haven't played Four Swords Adventures, which is the GameCube version and follow-up to the original Four Swords. So, yeah. So maybe we stream those at some point. It's not high on my list right now, but at some point I do want to do that. Never got Leighton versus Wright. It's like $800 now. Oh, I remember when that game came out. So basically, if I want to play it, I have to oh, I'm guessing that's compromise morals and sail seven seas. No, no, no. No, no, no. All right, chat. Roy? Chat, left or right? Alt or iPad will go for the Lucina, just because there's only one I don't have to choose. Compromise, okay. Chat, which one has Roy and Elwood, left or right? Can't be re-released. When's the stream ending? We still have a few more banners to go, and I'm probably just gonna do my Hoyo dailies as well. So we probably have at least another hour and a half. Because I find that, well, we could probably get through our dailies sooner. Except I didn't use up my resin in ZZZ yesterday, so probably have a little bit more than usual. I'm gonna go to sleep. All right, no worries. We'll be back again tomorrow. Actually, one of the things I want to do in today's stream is kind of figure out my June streaming calendar, because we have to figure out a weekly schedule. We are gonna bring back community night. Yay! But yeah. So I don't have much of a choice if I want to experience it, because I can't spend nearly $1,000 for a single game. I just spent over $1,000 on 7 small figures, which I already had them all. It's just that one of them was not sealed. So, well, I should probably open those. They arrived like 2 weeks ago. Yes, we have a job. Not right now. I don't know if you guys know this. We don't get paid in the summer as teachers. People are like, oh, being a teacher must be so nice. You get summer break. Yeah, but I prefer having an income. I'm very heavily tired because I danced so much today because of the last day of school. Yeah, I was tired too. Like, I got home and I was like, I'm just going to take a short nap. And then I woke up like 4 hours later. I was like, whoops. I guess I was really tired. But then again, 2 nights ago, I pulled an all-nighter. So I guess I might have still been tired. Because, like, after the all-nighter yesterday, guys, last night, as soon as I hit the pillow, I was out like a light. And I got 7 hours of sleep in before I had to wake up for work. But I guess I was still tired because when I got home, I just got paid for Bandcamp. So, again, yeah, but... Okay, so my pay for June and July, which Bandcamp is in July... we have to fill out a form online at the end of July. We don't see that money until like September. So no, I don't have any income from teaching during the summer. However, actually, everyone sub on Twitch, because I will see that money a lot sooner than I see money on from school, from Bandcamp and stuff like that. I got 5 hours of sleep last night. That's about what I normally get, which is not enough. Like, I should be getting 7 hours minimum every night, but and I will try to. Okay, chat. I know I'm in summer break. I probably will like break this immediately, but my hope is that I can start to sleep at a normal-ish time, but like not 4 a.m. time, like, because that's usually what happens when I get into long breaks. I need to start sleeping at like maybe 1 a.m. or something at the latest. Because like, if I sleep late, my body, because I use smart lights as my alarm. I don't use like an alarm. I wake up using smart lights because it's supposed to be more natural and, you know, less startling to your heart and all that stuff. So I use smart lights. But that means like as soon as a little bit of sunlight creeps in this window every morning, I'm waking up, unfortunately. So if I sleep late, I'm still waking up after like 3 or 4 hours, which is not what I want. So, I mean, I guess I could get one of those things that covers your eyes at night. Because again, I'm not gonna have the lights on a smart light schedule over summer break, but my body's just so used to waking up via light that any sunlight that peeks through that window in the morning will wake me up. I can't get a job right now. I was deemed unfit for competitive workforce. Wait, what's the competitive workforce? 5 hours of sleep sounds amazing. I woke up last night with 7 hours, and I'm sure part of this is because the previous night was an all-nighter, but like I woke up after 7 hours, like I was still tired. So, but all right, let's pull. On the alt, we'll go for the Lucina. Here we go, chat. Smoke on the main. These are Dorothea and Faye and Sheena. This is, I think, a resplendent. P? What? Oh, guys, make sure you're hydrating. Speaking of P. That's what the employment coach said. But what is it? What does that mean? Competitive workforce versus what? All right, here we're gonna go red then green because I want that Alencia because they have Lucia as a duo. All right, here we go. Oh, it shares with Ryoma. But at least they're like attuned or something. All right, red then green. We have red, so here we go. Red, red, red. Wish me luck. Table mistake. Okay. Smoke on the alts. No. Got Ray, Corn, and Roy. Here we're going for. Let's see what we get. It's either green or colorless for me. I would rather the circle make a choice for me. Right, so we're not going green. I guess we'll go colorless. We can go green on the alts, but colorless on the main. Here we go. Assume they meant like that I was incapable of having a job that would that a human would want if there was any other applicant I'd never get the job with them. Oh, I see what you mean. With that, okay, so there's no like health reason that you can't take a job, right? It's just that your employment coach said that you probably would not win out in like a if you're competing with other applicants. Is basically what you're saying. Okay, because when you said unfit for a job, I'm like, what? Make some space. Oh, wait, no, that's not standard. We're making manuals here. I think we only have one more banner. Nope, I lied. We have like 2 more. All right, this one doesn't really matter because these are all old units. This is BHB. Or no, this is TT, right? No, this is not TT. This must be BHB. I guess we'll go blue. We didn't get any reds on the main or the iPad. Here we go. We'll go red on the 10 because it's color shares. There's 2 units. Sigurd Elegant. Chronic insomnia, panic attacks, long-lasting injuries to my knees, and other stuff. Okay. Although, do you have to? I don't know if you have to disclose any of that stuff when you're interviewing, unless they ask. But even then, you could be like, you could, decline to reveal any of that. Granted, if you're declining to answer any questions, I'm sure that's like, again, I'm pretty sure you don't have to reveal that, but again, if you decline to answer any questions, that might be like, oh, well, they can't tell us that, and let's go with someone who can. The interview was a government program meant to help people with disabilities find fitting jobs. Right, but I'm saying, like, if you were to apply for a job and you were, like, in an interview for said job application, I don't think you have to disclose any of that. So, in the eyes of the employer, you could still be competitive. I mean, it wouldn't be ideal necessarily, but again, if you don't have to disclose any of that in an actual job interview, you could still be competitive, I guess, for that job or that role. All right, it's time. Can we get some Daito luck? Is Daito still here? We're gonna go full circle. If we don't get any reds, we'll probably do a second circle where we go for just reds. But here we go. Wow. No reds on the main or the 10. All right, let's just go around and we'll do one more circle and just pull reds on the next one. Actually, is it even worth going on the rest of the circle? I don't know if I... Oh, whoa, we just got Hother. I guess that one will go full circle. I'm Hother. Is that all? She's new. Who's on the circle? Okay, yeah, we'll still go full circle. But like I said, we'll do only reds on the next one. Here we go. Just got a free Hother on my my 10, which I don't play. Smoke on the main or the iPad. Maybe now you'll get something. Nope. It's like a 1.0, 3 and 4 stars. All right, next one. Blue. Will we get Hother on the main? Can I chat to you tomorrow? Have a good one, Ellie. And then, yeah, tomorrow, I don't know what we're doing yet. Let's talk chat after this. Speaking of 1.0 characters. Oh, no, not yet. No! I pressed the wrong button. Alright, well, let's free up space there. We'll go in for one more circle and just get reds. Are you kidding me? Red. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Redeem, redeem, redeem. Here we go, chat. Wish me luck. Roy and Lilina on these two reds here. If we get Roy and Lilina on these two reds, I will gift a bunch of subs in the chat. Aw, Henry. Last pull of the day. What time is it? 11:11. Ah, 3-star. Rip the hopes and dreams. That's okay. Maybe next time. We got Melee at least in the main, so that's something. All right, let's do my dailies. Bum bum ba da dum. Ba da dum. Again, just doing dailies, getting that done. More downloads. What the heck has been downloading the last couple days? I do want to find a way to incorporate that theme in some at the beginning of the show somehow. Maybe that'll be like our sound check. Just have someone checking the mics with a flute and be like, or whatever that theme goes. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life.
You've got mail. Mage Nicole's Tea Party web event ending. Did I do that one? Bum ba-dum bum. Third mini created? Third mini. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Did you guys do this web event? Cause I don't have any more sugar cubes, unfortunately. Invite a returning or newly registered traveler. Does anyone here not play Genshin but have but either it hasn't played in a while or hasn't played at all? Is Zorello in the chat? Oh, third me created. Got it. Okay. So we'll check in on Stygian. Because Dragon said they couldn't see a record. And honestly, we were kind of confused about that too. Because we did a few rounds.
Let's fly.
And then we're like, why does it say I have no time, no record?
Add Astro. Thank you for completing today's
Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, if I or if and when I get Tomodachi Live, I wonder what like theme I would go with in terms of like characters on in the world. This says no single player records. Why? Right now, I made a stand-in, a Shion from Arise, and Velvet from Berseria. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what theme I would go with. What does the exalted ones mean again? My characters will have their max HP, attack, and defense increased by 20% during the challenge. Let's go. Am I gonna have to go for Varka? That's. I think it's just me and characters I like from stuff.
Be gone. Defensive mode engaged. Absorption test.
Oh, we are doing no damage. Maybe I should actually like build my Durin and my Nicole. They are not built. And Effa doesn't even have fully leveled artifacts yet. Because I don't level up the ones that are seemingly not great. Yeah, we're gonna choose better. Like next time I add. Yeah, you mentioned about wanting to add Persona. Oops, I'm gonna have to restart here. No, let me. How do I remove character? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I really gotta build these two at some point. But I kind of want to focus on like fewer characters. There's so many characters I pulled just out of like the blue, and I'm like, oh, I got them, yay! But now I'm like spreading myself too thin in terms of like building them and resource materials and stuff like that. But I'm guessing this particular battle here was meant for like Nicole, Durin, Varka, and who would the Electro be? Oh, speaking of Electro, chat. Remember how I'm predicting Raiden for Luna 8? Which, I mean, it makes sense because like they're the only Archon left that hasn't rerun. But a lot of people are like, oh, there's the whole China and Japan stuff going on right now. And then the fact that she ran twice in Natland, yada, yada, yada. But here's the thing. They have a new Raiden figure coming out that is it's either up for pre-order now or maybe it's already on sale. I don't know. And then, like a big figure, actually. And then they just released their June calendar, which most gacha games do. Even FEH does that, where they have like a new calendar. And the calendar for the month of June features Raiden. The game's kind of silly, but it's nice to relax with, which is the point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking of picking it up. That's why I picked up Pocopia, and why I've enjoyed Animal Crossing and stuff like that. So, all right, like Pocopia was one that was definitely not on my radar at first. So. Let's give it a shot.
Try it. Yeah, headbutt. It's justice o'clock. Stop right there. Yahoo!
See, we're doing way more damage.
Blazing sun.
But why didn't it hit on the end?
Hero incoming. Yeah. Drop your weapons. Think you can get away? Wrath from the sky.
Bum 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 bum. See, it says we accumulated 300, so we have done this before. It just wasn't counting it for some reason. Oh shoot, it's the same battle. I guess fine, whatever.
Burn it down. Ah, try and stop me. Too strong. It's justice o'clock. Yeah, look out below. Final warning. Pyroclastic surge. Incinerate. Hero incoming. Drop your weapons. Yeah. Brace yourself. Time for takeoff. Full throttle. Wrath from the sky. Height. Yeah. Wow. This isn't. Justice will prevail. Yahoo! Rise of the sun! Light of the blazing sun! Kapow! Volcano kablam! Yeah! Wrath from the sky!
Bum 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 bum. Bonus. Let's do the second one. Pyro, but not water. A week of premium. How much was Tamagotchi life again?
Light it up! Bring it! Get to work! Fulfill our pact! Ha! Light of the blazing sun!
60? Okay. Is that a Switch 1 game or Switch 2 only?
Incinerate! Show no mercy! Fulfill our pact! You two! Time to...
Switch 1, okay. Actually, no, that makes sense. If I remember now, yeah. They announced that for like the final first party Switch 1 game. Number 3. Could just use the same team. Can't do that for level 4 difficulty though.
Burn it down!
Test and know my will.
Show no mercy!
Judgment.
Pyroclastic surge!
Each deed will be judged. Test.
I say it a lot, but really hope they eventually add more personality and customization to Switch 2. It'd be beneficial to players to make and make Nintendo money. Yeah, I'm sure they could like micro transaction that to heck.
Light it up.
Know my will.
Fulfill our pact.
Judgment.
Light of the blazing sun.
Test.
Yeah, 3DS was great for that, yeah. I'm sure they had plans at some point to add that to a Switch One, but then they're like, hey, this is printing money even without that, so they're like, oh, I guess that's not a huge priority. Like, I'm sure they're open to doing it, but if they have no incentive to be, oh, we're not making as much money, we're gonna have to find a way to give them a little bit extra value, make things worthwhile. What am I doing here? I'm supposed to be at crafting bench. I feel like the incentive is even more money. It's more money, but then the cost of like programming it so that to accommodate all that, I'm sure that's something they're weighing. Because yes, it would make money, but it also costs money to program that. Claim, claim, claim. We got our Prima Gems. Let's see. Let's use Malika Premium on the second team. I mean, yeah, they were really good on the third one, but I feel like I can probably find other characters that... Actually, you know what? No, let's go with them on... Oh, I have to figure out all my parties ahead of time. I don't know what would work for them, though. I guess this would be, again, the Nicole Duran Varka team. Switch to remove one of the only forms of expression on what Switch one allowed different colors. New Joy-Cons only show color if you look on the inside. So far, Kaizen, but that doesn't mean they can't change the color of the plastic at some point. But yeah, so far, the base Switch 2 Joy-Cons, either both with the system or sold separately. And then they introduced one other pair of Joy-Cons that you could buy. Was it purple and teal or something like that? Yeah, those only showed on the inside. And then I guess it's a little bit of a highlight like underneath the control stick, but that's about it. But yeah, they could change the colors. They just have chosen not to yet. I'll be honest, what I expect to see first is like special designs where maybe they don't change the color per se, but maybe, you know how like on some of the systems it's not a decal or anything like that, but like there's a change, like, okay, these Joy-Cons have like a matte finish, but like on something like, actually not this one, but like on the there's a Xenoblade Switch 1 Pro controller. Actually, not even that one. No, think about the Smash one, where it's like you can see a design, but it's like it's not really like painted on. It's like it's not a different color. It's just like a change in finish. Like some parts of it are matte, some of it are glossy, and you can see a design. I think we're gonna see something like that first for like a special edition for the console, or maybe just the Joy-Cons for like a Zelda game or a Fire Emblem game, or probably not Star Fox, but that'd be cool though. But like or a Xenoblade or a Smash Bros. I think we'll see some of that first before we see other color Joy-Cons. But I do think we will eventually see other color Joy-Cons for Switch 2. So yeah, I don't think it's really them taking away that option. It's just that they're going to take a while to give us that. I take even that. I think we are going to see those. I think those will be first. But then, like I said, I do think we will see color Joy-Cons, like proper color Joy-Cons, eventually. All right, let's not do that mode then just yet. So let's use up the one resin we have. Sometimes I feel like my console, not just a console. No, I get that. No, it's fair. Absolutely fair. What is it different now?
Test and know my will.
Show no mercy.
Excision required. Recorded. Each deed will be judged. Test.
So obsessed with the games on my home screen. Only form of expression that Switch 2 allows. Like you can't even set favorites in your profile. Yeah. And again, I think we'll get it at some point. I just don't know how long that will take. And we have 600 now. Bum 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 ba da da dum. Serenity pots.
This realm.
You know, I just realized school year's over, right? I'm not heading back to school like the actual school year, not counting like band and band camp and stuff like that. But we don't resume classes until Snezhnaya has started. Chat, it's getting close. We've waited so long, now only like 2.5 months left. Like, I can't even fathom, because again, I started, what, late 23? Like, fall of 2023? I can't even fathom how it feels like for those who've been waiting since, like, 2020. Because again, like, everyone else, like, played through everything as it kind of came out. I didn't really experience that until Natlan, because even through Fontaine, by the time I caught up to Fontaine, we were already, like, the Archon quest was already fully out, so I was able to still play through that pretty straight through. But no, it's exciting for me. I'm sure it's exciting for everyone else too, to even like higher degrees.
If you
But yeah,
ever
we
have
are
any
so
questions
close to
about the realm
Snezhnaya.
within.
All right, did dailies here? Is there anything on the events tab? Yeah, see 600 of 1200. Did all the events. Did I miss a day of collecting my commissions? Apparently, on was that Monday? Huh. Next room available in 2 days. This and Fontaine were the two I was excited for. Although, with us already having so many Harbingers, I wonder what the cost will look like. That's true. Or what the cast will look like. Yeah, they're gonna... Okay, so how many... When they revealed the cast for Nod Cry... Because they didn't do that previously where they revealed the whole cast ahead of time, right? But they did that with Nod Cry. They did that in ZZZ with 3.0. How many characters were revealed? Actually, hold on. Let me just check when Kaizen DM'd me at the start of Nod Cry. Was it Kaizen? Kaizen just sent me a whole bunch of, like pictures. Although I can't remember if you left out any for, like, spoiler reasons at the time. So we had 9. Lama, Alice, Columbina, Flints, Yehoda, Sandrone, Nicole, Aino, and Varka. Oh, and Nefer. So 10. Did I leave anyone out? Did you leave anyone out at the time? We saw the Natlan cast early. Okay. But they didn't do, like, the little posters, right? Because now that you're thinking about it, or now that you mentioned it, I think I do remember. Because they had the... It was like the... What was it called? I forgot the name of the trailer. But it was like a trailer where they kind of showed previews of everyone. And I'm pretty sure that video was the first look at Malika, right? But it was a video where, like, I guess a ball was getting tossed around for some tournament. So it was Kachina, and then Mulani, and Kanish. And then I remember the ball rolling around to Sitlali, and she's like, "What is this? Get this!" And she threw it away. And then Chas goes up, and then Shalonen was in a tree somewhere sleeping. And then it showed all that. And then I remember eventually we got to hear Malika's voice, and then it showed Malika. And then I think at the end they teased a little bit of the captain. Yeah. There's an Natlan video where the ball is. So yeah, that's the one. Yeah. If I recall from Fontaine, we were teased on twins. Arlie, Farina, Navia, and Clarand. Okay. So are we expecting about 10 characters or so, give or take? All right, who's on that list that we know already? Probably the remaining Harbingers, right? Auroran was with Capitano. Were they? I don't remember their part specifically, but okay. I wonder if they were a 5-star initially. All right. So, okay. Actually, let me make a notes file. But yeah, who are we thinking? So we have, well, because even though they might not all be because like Alice wasn't playable, right? At least not yet. So they might give us someone like Rooster. What's Rooster's name? Like actual name? It's like I forget. Then Pantalone is another one. And then Who's the leader of the group again? I'd say Scylla, Branya, or Lox. Probably Cocolia. Ooh. Maybe the twins. Wait, which twins? Pulcinella. Okay. Piero, thank you. And who's Natasha? Piero. Pulcinella. Rexalia and Lilia. You know Natasha? Do I? Who's Natasha? Like, are we talking like Stariel Natasha? I thought like there's like is there a Genshin Natasha that we know? The Doctor and Belbog. Oh, so you're saying an XP of Natasha? Okay, I see what you're saying. Wait, who's Roxalia and Lilia? XP of HI3 Natasha, aka Raven. If they're called Raven, they should have like black hair or something. Those two are from Cocolia's orphan. Ah, okay. So XP stuff basically for. Gotcha. Okay. Roxalia and Lilia. Anya, Scylla, Cocolia. So already that's like 9 characters. So there's probably going to be a few others that maybe we aren't expecting yet. Now, I wonder how much of this list is playable. Because I think we all said that like Piero's probably not playable. At least not anytime soon. It's interesting because, like, again, the fact that all the Harbingers... I mean, yeah, they're all loyal to the Saritsa, are supposed to be. They also have their own agendas, which the Saritsa allows them to pursue. And for the most part, the Harbingers, their interests don't, or at least eventually don't, conflict with ours. And we actually... Because, like, okay, I feel like a third of the Harbingers we still haven't met or haven't really dealt with much. A third of them are now friends with us, like good friends with us. And then, like, a third of them are, like, either dead or incapacitated or something like that. So it's kind of interesting. Let's see. I think only Harbingers left. We get our Pantalone and maybe Senora. That would be a stretch. I don't know. Because they got dusted. But not in like the Thanos and Can Return kind of way. In Capitano. Maybe. We'll see. I think Capitano's more likely than Senora, just because of how we left them last. But I don't know. We'll see. Stranger things have happened. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see Piero being playable in Snezhnaya. And I wonder how the story is going to go with them in terms of like how our relationship with them is going to be. You know? Because like, hey, we ended up being pretty good friends with like, you know, the #1 Harbinger. First Harbinger. It's just too short. Totori is too evil. Piero is also probably the final boss of Snezhnaya. But like, wouldn't that imply that they are then at odds against the Saritsa? Like, the Saritsa put them in charge of the Harbingers, right? Actually, more confident Senora is playable than Pantalone? Interesting. Okay. So you're fairly certain that Pantalone is not going to be playable then? And that Senora has a better chance. Because I think Senora, I don't think that it's impossible for them to bring her back, but I think it's an outside chance, like outside looking in. Butterflies are heavily associated with rebirth. There's several ways she could come back. Okay. Again, I don't think it's impossible. I just think it's like an outside chance right now, but we'll see. Pantalone is a maybe. I think Senora leans towards likely. Interesting. Okay. Capitano being almost a certainty? I don't know if I would take that bet, but I still don't know if I agree with that. I think I would agree with Pantalone being a maybe. I think Capitano. So I'm asking myself in my head right now, like, if we say Pantalone is a 50-50, no pun intended or anything like that, but like, if we say they're a 50-50, I'm trying to decide in my head, do I see Capitano as being more likely or less likely than them? Because I think it's really a toss-up. They're on either side of 50-50. Piro almost 100% goes against the Saritsa. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't know how they would handle that situation. I don't have any kind of like, you know, premonition? No. Predisposition. So I don't think the rooster would inherently be against us, but I don't know. Capitano's coming back. It legit does not make narrative sense for him to stay dead. I mean, it kind of does. Like, listen to why he wanted to do that. The street show would never have allowed him to leave if she didn't have a way to get him back. I don't know. Are you saying it's like one of the clone things? Or are you saying the original? Teresa is preparing to declare war on Celestia. She would not let her strongest soldier walk away to a mission he intended to die on if she didn't have... I don't know if he intended to do that initially. He was just looking for a way to, like, you know, essentially reset the ley lines. But then it worked out that, like, okay, well, if, you know, because again, he basically used Renova's deal to be like, okay, you can take me, but at the same time, I'm immortal. Yada, yada, yada. Bring back or have a backup via clones. Okay. All right, we'll see, I guess. All right, are we good on Genshin for now, at least? How many pulls do I have? We're hovering around trend line. I think I'm a little below it right now, but how many pulls did I get? Probably 1. 2 plus 31, 33. 105. Excuse me. 183. What? Is that right? Oh, because we got the Prima Gems from Stygian. Okay. I was like, how do we gain so much? I went from being at trendline to 1-0 over trendline, which means I gained 4 pulls today. Bum bum ba-dum. So from Stygian. And we have monthlies in like 3 days. So that'll be an extra 5 pulls.
When you lose your way.
When you lose your way. Let's do Starl next. Like, why would you bring in a guy who you know is working against you, who specializes in clones, if you're not going to use him for his clones? Resource pre-download. Oh, man, I'm already done from work. Probably should have done that at work. Oh, well. It's fine. I can download it at home. It's just that it's going to take a little longer. It's not that long. I can even just do it overnight tonight. 4.3 Yaoguang on Sunday. I should be streaming at a normal time because I do have something in the afternoon, but it probably won't be all that long, so I'll probably still be on at night like normal. Do I think we can get through the Archon quest? Not Archon quest, Trailways quest. In one day. Sarita is not depicted as stupid. Everyone, even Child, who is the designated idiot of the group, knew Dottore was never loyal and called him on it regularly. There's zero chance that Sarita didn't also know he wasn't truly loyal. Okay, so we'll see what happens.
Soaring above the lands. This is permanent.
Are you hoping to get caught up with like at least the crucial stuff before Snezhnaya drops, or are you just hoping to finish all that before you start Snezhnaya? Like, is August 12th? Yeah, okay. Have you kind of set up a... Because, like, there's a lot of stuff on that list. Again, I think the main thing that's, like, not, like, a must-do, at least not right for Snezhnaya, is the Lantern Rite stuff. I think you can do it anytime. Although, maybe it factors into some story somewhere, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's the most crucial. Have you kind of set up, like, a timeline? Okay, well, I have, like, 2.5 months, which is 10 weeks. Are you like, oh, I'm going to do this week, and then this one this week, and this one this week? Are you doing anything like that? I'm trying to do Luna 5 and 6 this update. Luna 7 and 8 next update. Okay. Okay. And this update has how much more? We are on the second week of phase 1. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Have you done anything on the list I sent yet? Like, either the Durin story quest, which is real short. It's just like, it's broken up in parts. And then the Nodcry meeting point stuff. There's 6 of them, I think, right? 6 meeting point areas. Yeah, Zebaya Lantern Rite you don't really have to do right now. Varka story quest I think was Luna 6. Wait. Or was it 5? I think, wait. Varka was 5. Linnea was 6. That's what it is. Not yet. Right now I need to work on P5X since I hardly have time left for it. And we'll also ready to do it. Okay. So maybe instead of breaking it up into like this update, that update, like maybe during phase 1 of this update you do like I think you can easily get through Durin story quest, Nodcry meeting point stuff, and Varka story quest. And then on phase 2 would technically be the Luna 6 stuff, I guess. So that would be like the Mondstadt expansion. Actually, I don't remember when the Mondstadt Limited event was, if that was Luna 5 or Luna 6. But either way, I think you should do that before the real expansion. And then, again, just watch a VOD or something. and then Linnea's story quest. And then you can do the Luna 7 Archon quest. During phase 1 of Luna 8. And then phase 2 you do Luna 8. I feel like that makes sense, right? To my knowledge, during quest takes like a week IRL. It's because it's broken up into days. Like you can only do a certain amount per day, but the parts per day are very short. Not as short as like the current. Actually, I don't want to say too much. Although, if you look up the events tab, I'm sure you'll see stuff. But like, they're short. They're not like super short, but they're easily manageable. So it's a week IRL because you can only do certain months per day. But then yeah, you can do like, okay, I'm gonna do during story quests, like the first part, and then I'll do, you know, 1 or 2 of the meeting point quests, which are they're not that long either. Some of them focus on certain characters, some of them focus on other things as well. But yeah. So maybe I break it down like that. So phase 1 of this this current patch, work on Durin, meeting points, and then try and squeeze in Varka story quests. And then during phase 2, watch the VOD for the Mondstadt limited events, Homeward, He Who Caught the Wind, and then the actual Mondstadt expansion, World Quest, and then the Linnea story quest. P5X is top priority because I need to do that first part of New Palace before P3 collab. P3 collab, first part ends in like 5 days. But yeah, either way, I'm saying do all of that this update, which is basically what you said. I'm just trying to find a way to break it down, because the more you break it down, like, okay, I'm going to do this at this time or this at this time, is so that you can pace yourself instead of being like, oh shoot, now I have to play everything in like 5 hours. Plans to play that when I can, and when iPad is charging, switch to catch up for a couple hours. Okay. But then yeah, in Luna 8, phase 1, focus on the Archon quest, because it is a pretty long Archon quest. It's only 2 parts, like Act 9 and Act 10, but it's pretty long. There's some big lore stuff in there that I really think you need to make sure you're kind of paying attention on. And then phase 2 of Luna 8, so you can work on actual Luna 8 stuff. Which, who knows, maybe it'll just be like, because like, what, I think it was just an Inefa, was it just Inefa's story quest, or was it an art, like a main story focused on Inefa? I can't remember. I don't even remember. But like, maybe it's just that for safe routing. I don't know. All right. Exit. Claim more dailies. Claim. I'm not planning to older Sumeru world quest. Going back to Sumeru for X 9 and 10 is already upsetting enough. Let me put it this way. It was extremely satisfying that it tied together like all of the world quests that I really enjoyed of Sumeru. Good evening. I slept to a stream earlier, but actually, like, no. Welcome in, Doodles. Mostly look up a summary of any necessary quests. I really enjoyed some of the world quests in Sumeru, and I super appreciated how characters not only made an appearance, but like, you know, everyone like tied in. And this Archon quest, for the lore implications alone, both from the past, like kind of explaining things that were already like known and in place, to ramifications of stuff that happens and what it could potentially mean for the future, is like okay, these Archon, like Act 9 and 10, they're long for, especially like post Archon quest, but at the same time, it's like, it's amazing how much stuff they squeezed into just 2 acts, and just level of implications that it will mean for the future. Understand the level? No, I think I understand the level. I'm just saying it could have very big implications for the future. And I don't know how much not having done a lot of those world quests will confuse you or not. Because I think if some of those quests you already kind of like understand the overall stuff of it, even if you haven't finished it yourself. But yeah, I super appreciated how it tied everything together. I already have an idea what happens. They've been teasing a certain villain doing something massive in Sumeru for ages. We'll see. We'll see. I think things are maybe possibly different from what you might expect. Alright, let's see. Polls, 0. Do I have any standard tickets? No. Plus 21. Let me do the math on this separately because I have 600, whatever the equivalent for Genesis crystals are, and I want to add that here. 600 plus 13, 538. Divided by 160. So we said 21. So plus 88, 109. Yeah, we only gained 1 poll today. That's okay. So we're like 700 trend line. That trend line is going to get reset anyway as soon as we pull for Yagwang. We've had imagery of him doing it since 3.0. I understand what you're referring to. I think you need to play those Archon quests. So I got a 7-day free trial of Apple TV Plus. I'm going to finish the Essex Serpent in the morning, and then the remainder of the 5 days I'm going to start the Ted Lasso show, and if I like or want to finish it, then I'll spend $12.99 for a month. Egrets are so weird? What's egrets? Yeah, Ted Lasso. And like again, the seasons aren't super long. I think it's like 10 episodes per season, so you could easily binge that in like, if you have like a day on the weekend or something that's like completely free, you can binge all of season 1 in a day. Oh, it's a Hyperbird. Okay. Actually, I've never heard of that one. Bum, bum, bum. And yeah, if you also end up with extra time left over, maybe watch like the premieres of like some of the other shows I recommended, or even some of the ones I haven't seen but are highly recommended by other people. So like I said, like the ones that I watched are Ted Lasso, For All Mankind, The Morning Show. I also really enjoyed, was it Lessons in Chemistry, which it was just 1 season only. It's based on a novel. It stars Brie Larson, so that was a good one. It was not what I expected actually from that show. It was really good. And then some shows that I kind of want to watch if I can get more time. Shrinking, which stars who's the actor from Marshall from How I Met Your Mother. He was also in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Right? And then it also stars Harrison Ford. So Harrison Ford and him. And then I just heard that Karen Gillan is joining the cast of Shrinking for season 3. And then there's another show, Severance, which has what's his name? Adam something. I forgot his name. But anyway, Severance apparently is really, really good. Let's see. White long neck walks by thrusting their head forward, causing them to fall forward and catch. Oh, interesting. Okay. Speaking of, I highly recommend the Essex Serpent if you're into period. I think it's like period dramas I'm not super into unless it's of a period that I'm already interested in. Reminds me of the Salem Witch Trials, and I love that so much. Also, I started watching new Digimon show, so now I gotta dedicate an hour to that every night. Oh man. New Shiyu defense. I'll probably do that today then. Although we're actually like a decent amount over trend line in ZZZ. Okay, I already did Hollow Zero, it looks like, for the week. Spirit Artist Notebook. Destiny, are you still here? What is this event? Is this a Bang Boo event? Can I do this off stream? On my own. On my own. New Digimon show did something I didn't think was possible. Kim possible. It made me hate a character voiced by my goat Zeno, voice of Hunter from Owl House, Sethos, and Junpei from P3R, and the main character in Digimon Beat Break.
Huh? Do you have a secret you want to share?
Let me see here. No, we need to start using Alice more. What does she need? Fanged metal. And Freedom Blues or Faith in. Okay. Oops. Oh, we just need a lot more fanged metal, it looks like.
Got a new ghost story to share?
At least once per episode, I want to yell at him for stopping to stop being an insufferable little. I'm not British. I just grown to used to using British words. Sometimes, especially when I get mad. One thing I don't really care for in it is that they made two main characters feminists, which, yes, I love feminism. I have nothing against it, but A, it's the 1800s, so women couldn't even wear pants, and B, it manifests into stuff like having their friend use experimental medical techniques on the pastor's daughter without asking him because, in their words, why would we want to get a man's permission? And then act like he's in the wrong when he comes home and gets extremely upset about it. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It's like, it's not realistic to what would have been normal at the time. Even just that mentality, you know. It just seems more like it was added to kind of put today's mentalities into a period drama. But yeah, when you start Ted Lasso, let me know what your thoughts are on the character of Ted Lasso. Like the main character.
Weakling.
So excited to start Ted Lasso. Yeah, it is one that I did not expect to like, because again, it's definitely set in a sports setting and all that. So I'm not super huge into sports, especially sports that aren't super popular in America and stuff like that. But no, I ended up loving it so much. It's so good. Maybe I'll start it tomorrow because I only have 2 episodes of Essex left. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it looks so much cooler with the color filter I have on my phone. It makes blues and purple pop a lot. Okay, because they have the new outfit for her. I know I don't spend on like cosmetics and stuff like that, but it looks pretty cool. It's a miniseries based on a novel. Wait, how many? Yeah, so how many episodes are in this miniseries then?
My blade is already.
Yeah, Ted Lasso has 3 seasons so far. There's a 4th season coming out. But the original plan was 3 seasons, so they're doing some different things with this new 4th season. Oh, 6 episodes? Okay. Did I just hear the lyrics get wrecked? It was like 50 minutes. Okay, that's not so bad. I think some of the early MCU shows had 6 episodes as well. Like we're talking like Loki and you know, Captain America and Winter Soldier. All those early, not counting WandaVision. WandaVision was like 10 episodes, I think, or something like that. Loki had 12. Was it 12 in 1 season or 12 across 2 seasons? I think it's 12 across 2 seasons, so 6 per season. Okay, so the lyrics, congrats on having functioning ears. I just thought the lyric was funny. 12 in 1 season? Was it? Huh. Pretty sure it was 6 per season. That's what I thought. Because I remember the one that like kind of changed that like status quo, I think, was when they announced Daredevil. But they announced it would be 18 episodes in 1 season. And everyone was like, what? So it was 6, yeah. Let's see, I just remember it being longer. You might have, did you watch it after this, did you start watching it after season 2 came out maybe? And you were just like, oh, I'm going to watch all 12 episodes. Maybe that's what it was. I need more Denny's too.
I'll handle it. Yep. Yeah, I'll handle it. Weakling.
12 total across 2 seasons of 6 each, yeah. Watch the first season back when it was having weekly. Oh, okay. So I don't know why, yeah. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna wrap up these dailies. I'll probably wrap up stream then. So, and then, well, let's talk about stuff. And maybe I'll put polls in the Discord or something on stuff, but like, for those of you in chat, when we bring back community nights, later in the season, later in the Marching Band season, it would probably have to be on either a Tuesday or Thursday. But is there a day that you guys would prefer it when we have more flexibility, like through June and July? Is there a preference as to when you guys would prefer community nights and or movie nights? Wait till season 1 was done until I watched, because I hate cliffhangers. There's always a cliffhanger in like episode 5 as they set up for that finale. Preferably Sundays or early Saturdays for community night or for movie night. Community night. Okay, most people have weekends free as opposed to weekdays. Okay. But keep in mind, if we do it Sundays, it would be in Sunday night, which I don't know if people are maybe already getting to bed early because they have to wake up early for work or school or something.
We can go out anytime.
Oh hey, Sparkle, welcome back. Welcome. How are you? Yeah, your drawing looks pretty good today. Okay, so I have enough on that one. During a weekday, we'd have less participants, which would cause problems for certain games that want at least 4. Yeah, no, I get it, yeah. But do you think Sundays would work best then? Because, again, people might have to, like, go to bed early and stuff like that. Even if I don't. Sparkle, we're talking about which days you guys would prefer community nights come back, as well as movie nights. I feel like Sunday is the day most people have free, but maybe Saturday if you think it's best for sleep schedules. Yeah. Again, eventually it'll have to be a Tuesday or Thursday, just because those are easier to do when I have a late start to stream and I can't go that long anyway. So. But at least until then, until like late July or into August. Actually, no, yeah, it would be like first week of August. Until then, we could do any day. So maybe we do community nights on Saturday. What about the movie nights? Or would you prefer a Sunday matinee movie and then maybe we stream after that? Lumberjack. First of all, I don't have a Nintendo Switch Online. We did giveaways before on that, didn't we? So maybe we could do something like that. And plus two, there are some online games on Switch that don't require Switch Online. Many do, but we could probably make sure to include some stuff in that rotation that don't necessarily require Switch Online. Did do an NSO giveaway. I know because I want. Oh. Remind me again. Did we find out if they stack? If you already have an active subscription, We should make a community family plan. I mean, you guys can make one if you want. Because I already have a family plan with actual family members, and some that are. Well, okay. Let me preface this by saying Filipino families are. They're. Like we can have like aunts and uncles that are not really blood aunts and uncles. Like we call them Tito and Tita. It does stack. Okay, I had a month left when I redeemed, and it just added a year to it. Okay. Friday or Saturday for the community nights. Okay. So yeah, maybe Saturday then, and then should we start that tomorrow? And then how about for movie nights? Would you guys? Because you guys mentioned how like weekends people are free. Would you want to do those Friday nights or maybe Saturday night after community nights? Like, but that would be pretty late though. Or would you guys want a Sunday matinee and I just stream normally after? Do the Tia thing too. Well, Tita and Tito, or close family friends, are just called. Basically, yeah. And then if you're like a godparent, like so most people want to have godparents, like one godfather, one godmother. Filipinos, no, we can have like 13 or more, as many as you want, really. And those are called ninong or ninang. Basically, O for male and A for female, which is like Tito and Tita, and then ninong and ninang. Actually, there's a funny video. If you look it up on YouTube, look up a video that I forgot what it's called. Let me just look it up because I don't. You might search up a wrong one if you guys do. Sure. Let me see if I can find it. I'll just share it in the chat. They made a skit out of it. Is this the one? I feel like there's two versions that are definitely different lengths, but it's like it's not like a longer version and a shorter version. It's like a different. It's like they edited it differently. I don't know. But here it is. Is this the long one or is this the regular one? 346. Well, that's the only one I'm seeing. Three decades ago, my grandparents hosted an exchange student from Colombia, from Colombia, who just started calling them that, and stuck for everyone else. So my grandpa's super close friend, has just been a Tia. Oh my, oh nice. Here, let me put this video in the chat. This is a video about how Filipinos and Mexicans are basically like the same. It's very humorous. Let's see. I think we're gonna post lumberjack. But yeah, what would you guys prefer? So we talked about community night, and so it sounds like Saturday's the consensus pick. What about movie nights? Would you prefer Friday night, Saturday night after community night, or a Sunday matinee where I stream a movie in the afternoon on Discord, and then we come to Twitch for a stream afterwards? Because that might be doable. Or I could do a Saturday matinee too. But because I want to watch the movies too. Saturday though, if I do a Saturday matinee, I'd probably just leave it on while I take care of like laundry and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess I can do anything that you guys want. Time would movie be for you? Cause whenever it is 5 hours earlier for me. Hate waking up pre-noon. If we do a Sunday matinee, it would be before your noon, yeah. Or a Saturday matinee. Because usually I like to eat dinner around 6 or 7, and then stream after that. I'm against that then. Okay, so you'd still prefer a night movie. Like I said, we could do Saturdays after community night, but then that could get pretty long, especially if because community night there's no like set length, right? As opposed to like the other streams. Could do Friday nights. You choose Friday nights between the two of them? Okay. So Friday was the day that I was kind of leaning towards making that like a weekly Fire Emblem stream again, whether it's FEH or whether it's a mainline game. Where is that? There it is. I feel like it would be a good way to relax after work. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. How much of a head start do you think I should give people on Hoyo updates? Because if a patch comes out on Tuesday, give or take, and now that I don't have work every day, when I get used to Fire Emblem again, pre-Fortune's Weave. I mean, it's more just I just kind of want to get back to streaming Fire Emblem on a regular basis. Yuki Suo from Elia sometimes hides their feelings in Russian. What do you mean hides their feelings? Like when they're speaking, they speak in Russian to hide what they're saying? Is that what you mean? I think my ideal month for Fortune's Weave is August. That's very soon. Because I don't know if Move is September. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't want it to be July because it's not going to be July. Game's not even, it doesn't have a date yet. Because pre-orders are not going to start until we have a date. But anyway, okay. But yeah, so let's say... Oh, I think we already talked about this. I think we said Hoyo Story Day should be Sundays. That's assuming the banner drops on a Tuesday or Wednesday. However, this new Yagwong banner and up to, 4.3, sorry, 4.3 update is on Sunday. So it's October and I move September. I can't pick up my pre-order. Yeah. I mean, the game's not gonna be... It's not gonna sell out or anything like that. But if you're pre-ordering the special edition, assuming there is one, that could be an issue. Rip Treeby? Why? Well, if I want a special edition, which I would, yeah. Are you opposed to ordering it online? Because here, GameStop online doesn't ship on time for day one, but other places like Best Buy probably would. Got special edition since Echoes, yeah. I mean, you could just double dip like I do. I buy it digitally and play it right away, but then I also get the special edition. Pick that up as soon as I can. Because sometimes those stores open up at like 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and like I don't get to the store until after work. Don't trust GameStop online after the Tails incident. Oh no, I wouldn't trust GameStop online anyway. Like you'll get your order, yeah, but you're not seeing it for like a week after release. Took a month not to send anything, yeah. Okay, yeah, right now for my schedule here. Oh, I guess this was probably more for the fall, because this has community night on Thursdays, and Hoyo Story Day on Sundays, weeklies on Mondays, polling on Tuesdays. Which will adjust, obviously, if like ZZ's on a Wednesday and Starl is most likely on a Wednesday. Getting digital and physical anyways, but I'd like to actually make sure I get a special edition and not have them cancel. That's true. GameStop will do that. Best Buy does not, because they only do pre-orders for the amount they have. Something Best Buy does a lot. Not in my experience. Because usually they only allow enough pre-orders for their allotment. Oh, you don't have enough for Treevee? When does that banner drop again? Let me see. Oh, it ends on Sunday. You're currently at 47 polls. Yeah, you're on a bit of a win streak in Star L, so you're on a 50-50. Not a guarantee. Star L's like the one game I don't have a win streak in right now. So I'm at a 5-win streak in Genshin, a 5-win streak in ZZZ. Oh, actually, no, I wasn't a 5-win streak, and then we lost. So now I have a guarantee. But yeah, Star Rail, I just came off a guarantee, so we're back on a 50-50. Canceled a ton of people's PS5s and Switch 2s. And our friend who had their Switch 2 canceled from 3 different retailers. Had cause... Or had, because that friendship's over now. Okay. Yeah. Well, Sparkle, I'm sure you'll get Chibi eventually. I'll have to figure out when I predict their next rerun. Next patch is Blade, Niaoguang, and then Cyrene Finon. Egglove, is that Faye? More like Pei. How's it going? Yeah, we did our summons today on the new Emblem Roy banner. How you doing, Egglove? We're also trying to figure out my summer streaming schedule, since now I have the summer off. Yeah, chat, how much of a head start do you think I should give people on Hoyo story updates? Finon is back, and I have to skip him again. When does Cypher rerun? Cypher's overdue. Or not overdue, but they're due. Okay, so 4.4. Himeko Nova. We also have the collab banner, but that's going to be separate. Probably halfway through phase 1. And then the ones who I'm predicting... Okay, chat. What are your thoughts on this for 4.4? Because we have Himeko Nova as seemingly the only new character. Because they don't do 4 stars anymore. Finon is a bad spot for me. Just in terms of like planning. Because that's phase 2. Are you going for Himeko Nova? Are you going for Blade? I know you said you're going for Cyrene, right? 2 to 3 day head start still. Okay. So maybe... Okay, we're finishing Crisis there. You'll do it eventually. My own question is Roy's weapon description the longest in the game right now? It's up there. It's released late at night for a lot of people, so most people will probably be playing it a day after updates. That's true, yeah. But if they don't get a chance to the day after, then they probably do 2 days after. So maybe 3 days is ideal, which would put it on Friday, which is our movie night day. But those are the ones I'm going to be wanting to do a long stream to try and get it all in one sitting. But if I have no work, I guess I could start stream earlier. I'm pouring blood. What? Are you bleeding? Is that what you're saying? Get that patched up. Rin to Osaka and Cyrene. Okay. Well, keep in mind, Rin's banner will probably be around for a while. Now, I still plan on pulling for it like day 1. But I don't know if I will go all the way to guarantee on day 1. Because again, if their banner lasts as long as Saber's is still up. Pop something on my side and explode out. Ooh. Okay, then go get patched up, guys, and go take care of that. But yeah, here are my predictions for 4.4. We have Himiko Nova already. We know about that. Characters that haven't had their first rerun that are due are Sparksy and Ashvale. Characters that are due for their rerun, Anaxa, Cypher, and Mighty. Never mind, it wasn't his weapon, it was the special. I think someone gave him an emblem ring, and the description basically got so long it was super hard to read the words. No, yeah, because it kind of like merges with the other description. Go look for band-aids and maybe gauze wrap. Yeah, no worries, guys, and take care of that. Maybe an Axa. Do you think they were okay? Question for you: we have Himiko Nova taking up one of the spots for the reruns. Do you think we get 2 newer characters, like both Sparksy and Ashvale, and then just one of the old reruns, or do you think we get one of the 2, which I would probably lean towards Sparksy, and then 2 of the older reruns, so Anaxa, Cypher, and or Mighty? So do you think 1 new rerun or 2 new reruns? So Sparksy or Sparksy and an Ashvale, with the remainder being from Anaxa, Cypher, and Mighty. And then who was after Ashvale that's new? Silverwolf and Evanesia. And we're starting to see reruns after about 4 months, so that would put us in late August. Is that right? That'll be 4.5, so that would make sense, yeah. Which 4.5, maybe we get either or both of Pearl and or Nihilux. And then the reruns for that would probably be I'll have to look. I don't know. Let's see, Anaxa, Cypher, Mighty. Probably a lot of 3.8 characters rerunning again. Alright, chat. We are probably actually going to wrap up. Kaizen's patching themselves up. We got through all our dailies. Yeah, guys, go follow Sparkle on TikTok because they stream artwork. But in the meantime, chat. Alright, we're going to wrap up. I'm going to get some rest. You guys have a good one. Copy the high papayas if you're subbed. If you're not subbed but have channel points, redeem for the Hillbonk emote and then copy the old sub command. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, Egovar, are you gonna go for Roy or anyone on the banner, or are you waiting for other banners coming up? Himiko Nova and Naxa, you think run together? But do you think they run Sparksy only, or do you think they run Sparksy and Ashvale as far as like first reruns? Like, do you think Sparksy only or Sparksy and like both Sparksy and Ashvale? Let's see. If I end up going into Faye, I may go for Roy. Okay. Because they share a color with Emblem Lucina. So, Sparksy Phase 2. Who do you think they run alongside then? Do you think it's Ashvale or do you think it's one of the others? Like Cypher or Mighty? And if you're not sub, guys, make sure you copy the old raid command. Actually, we don't even know who we're raiding yet. Hold on, let me check. Is Tammy still on? No. Lynn's gonna try and beat Radiant Dawn today, but I don't think they're on that yet. Who else? I want to say Link Sha, but it's wishful thinking. They are going to be due soon, but I don't think for 4.4. I think 4.5. I think they have a. They're going to be due for a rerun. No, that's not to say that they have to be 4.5. I just think that 4.5 is the start of their window of possibility again. Oh yeah, did I check how many pulls I have? Did I put that in? How much is this again? $155. We gained 2 pulls today. I couldn't find gauze, so using multiple band-aids. Okay, as long as you stop bleeding. We're actually wrapping up Kaizen because again it is about 12. We were pretty close in my prediction that it would probably be about 12:30 or so. I'll change them in like an hour. Okay. Yeah, if it's not too big, band-aids should be fine. Alright, we might go to Lynn. They're not it looks like they're about to start the game. Yeah, they're going to try and finish Radiant Dawn today. Will they actually? I don't know. They usually stream very long. Like I'll wake up and sometimes they're still on. But oh, she's just starting Act 4 Endgame? I mean, she streams long enough. She might be able to finish it. Alright, let's go raid. You guys copy your raid commands? Guys, did you copy? Leading area is like the size of my fingernail. But yeah, Lynn's literally starting Radiant Dawn endgame. Takes multiple band-aids, but it is covered. Okay, hopefully that's enough to soak up the blood. Yeah, it'll clot and start healing. So, all right, let's go raid. Radiant Dawn endgame. Let's go. All right, but anyway, I'm out. You guys have a good one, and take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, what do we say we're doing tomorrow? I don't remember. Community night. What game do you guys want to play? Sunday. Again, like I said, I should be back in time for a normal stream. We'll do our Yao Guang polls and go from there. But all right, you guys have a good one. Go say hi to Lynn. Bye, guys.